It really is funny how it works. I know I sound like a broken bird with this one. Oh boy, it's like you can't ever get too comfortable, because once you get comfortable, realize it's like quantum leap. There's going to be a shift. There's going to be a change. I always use the example of like when my little girl was a baby, she, like, I would finally get the hang of it, right? Like her schedule, her rhythm, like we'd get in flow. And I'd finally like relax. Like everything in my body would relax. I'd be like, oh, thank God, right? I'm toast. I'm exhausted. Like, I really think I got the hang of it now, right? It was like, I had a doula then. And she was the one who said that. She's like, oh, no, everything's going to change then. I'm like, what? And sure enough, it was like as soon as I finally relaxed enough to really, like, I had the schedule, the routine, the feeding, all in enough order that I felt like I was balanced and I could manage it. Sure enough, there was a shakeup, and I was like, fuck. And that's how it is in all of life. It's like when you feel overwhelmed, or it feels like too much, or you don't know what you're going to do. It's like you're fussing, fighting, and fretting. And the sooner you can accept what is, but that's the thing. It's like you really have to accept what is, right? Like, I get comfortable here. This is part of the problem. I get comfortable too fast because it's important to me to get comfortable, right? To relax in my body, to accept what is, and make whatever is as beautiful and as comfortable as I'd like it, right? Like to make it like it's like lemonade out of lemons, right? Like this idea. And so you've heard me have the argument many a times with God, because sure enough, as soon as the lemonade is made, I've sat down, I'm on the lounge chair, under the sun, by the pool, all is well. I can live like this. I'm very, very happy. He'll send in what I was screaming for when I was struggling, bitching, moaning, and complaining. And it's comical because I'm like, are you fucking kidding? Because it's like, I've accepted it and I'm happy here. I'm happy with the current situation. I've made it so I really am at peace. And then he'll send in the blessings, but the blessings also require change. They require you getting out of your comfort zone. They require you leaving your space of peace to then accommodate the new and then set that up and get comfortable. And so it's like at some point you have to be like, I'm not playing with you anymore. Like, enough. And so we always get to choose this. We always get to choose our own rhythm and our yes or no, and we have the free will. But also, why would you turn away the blessing? Why would you turn away what you wanted? And sometimes it's just out of pure exhaustion, right? Like sometimes it really is. Sometimes I'm like, thank you so much, but I am at peace, and I don't want to, like, I'm tired, right? Like, even being at peace, you can have that, like, sense of, it's almost like the idea of, like, I'm too old for this shit. It's like you want to find that place of peace where you are comfortable and at peace and can be there forevermore. I'm slightly kidding in the sense that, like, I'm not even 50, so I have a long ways to go, so let's hope I'm not. But I think you can hear it from that example. I just think it's funny because it is how the universe works. You'll kick and scream and fight for what it is you want, and the universe doesn't work on demands, doesn't work like that. So you finally get over your temper tantrum and accept what is and relax into that reality. And make the best of it and become at peace with it, right? It's almost like some of us have to sit there long enough to work out that temper tantrum, right? Like the fever has to reduce when it reduces. And some of us create such a fever, such a fuss, such a fire within our body that it takes longer for us to release all that heat and to get to a state of relaxation. And so, when we get to that state of relaxation, when the temper tantrum subsides, when we release all that heat. It could be hours, it could be days, it could be weeks, it could be months, it could be years, it could be decades, it could be a lifetime. Some people will hold on to their anger for their entire lives. But the sooner you learn to release that heat, release that anger, release all of that, but you have to truly release it. Right? This is the idea of like, you can't smile in God's face and be like, no, I'm fine. No, I'm not angry at all. Not at all. Right? Like God can hear that seething underneath and is like, oh, okay, sure. Right? Like he can feel it. He can see it, you know? So it's funny how we like to pretend or put on a mask like we're tricking somebody or tricking the universe. Right? Like he is energy, and if you're matching his energy, you're matching it. If you're not, you're not. And so pretending with your words or your masks aren't going to accomplish shit. But the reality is once you release all that heat, you have released all that heat. You really are relaxed. You really are at peace. And so then, again, like depending on how long, like it can seem exhausting for you. You have to have worked out all that heat, released all that heat. And you finally, over time, have settled into the acceptance and the peace and the I guess, like happiness of what is. And it's like just then, just when you feel you're like, oh, wow, I'm at peace. I remember this being such a problem for so long. I couldn't really let go of this, but it's been gone. I think it's been gone for a little bit now. And a little bit meaning in comparison, it's, you know, even if it's a couple days or weeks. And next thing you know, whoosh, in comes the change. So it's like you almost have to decide which way you want to be. Like sometimes I wonder when I see people kicking and screaming and fussing and fighting and holding on to anger and resentment, if they're like, no, I'm holding on to this and causing this heat in my body because I don't want to get swept up into the next change. I'm pretending that I am not happy so that I'll be left alone, right? It's kind of funny and a weird way to look at it, but sometimes I wonder that. Sometimes I wonder if their soul is like, no, I'm just going to keep agitating you because this is really blissful and we need to keep this as is, and you know how it goes. You just keep going, if not. All right, that's enough. They're showing hot air balloons now and all types of stuff.
Thanks so much for tuning in and listening. You can now purchase an audio journey with me using the link below.